So there are several things that can lead to misunderstandings when it comes to the INTJ personality type. And rather than go into a great, huge, long, deep dive, super granular take on it, I want to kind of give you an overview and a starting place and the gist of what I think are some of the main reasons why people misunderstand this personality type so much. So 75% of the population are using a sensory learning style, but your INTJ is actually a dominant intuitive. INTJs have a different worldview than the majority of people. They are looking at the world through the lens of that introverted intuition. And this creates misunderstandings because whereas your sensory population is going to be looking at things they can see, hear, feel, taste, and touch, your intuitive personality types, and especially your INTJs, are going to be looking at systems and are going to be looking at ways of improving the current status quo. And they are also going to be creating trailblazing inventions that can push against the grain and then even improve upon the current system. And I think that a lot of times what we have is we have the sensory population, and there's nothing wrong with sensors, I love them, but what we have is we have the sensory population trying to uphold and trying to maintain the current way and the ways of old. But the INTJ comes in and they say, wait a minute, I like what we're doing here. There are also some areas of improvement here. And why not just improve the whole system and even just flip it upside over on its ass? I mean, INTJs are willing to do that if they are certain that their introverted intuition has delivered to them the optimum, most efficient, and best way to create a system. All the systems, technology systems, science systems, in the medical profession, in all these different areas. INTJs are in all these different areas. And at all times, what they are looking at is the current system and how it can be improved. Here's another misunderstanding that takes place. So INTJs are truly in the rational temperament. It's not that INTJs are callous or insensitive or rude or mean. Some of them are, right? But more often than not, that is not their intention. It's just that they're valuing logic and truth and facts over emotions and feelings. And a lot of times an INTJ will be bold and confident and quick-witted in the things that they say, and they can even come across sharp and offensive to other people when that wasn't their intention. INTJs value truth and facts and logic, and they will speak their mind and the truth as they see it, even if that means running the risk of offending the other person. And so then what happens a lot of times is that the other person takes offense and gets their feelings hurt and misunderstands the INTJ to think that the INTJ is a big jerk when they actually aren't. And lastly, INTJs have repressed extroverted sensing. This is a 3-year-old cognitive function process, whereas their introverted intuition would be like a 30-year-old. Okay? Now, INTJs can strengthen that extroverted sensing, but in general, it is repressed. Extroverted sensing is action in the present moment. It's what we can see, hear, feel, taste, and touch. And what's happening is that it's not that the INTJ can't take action. It's that they will take their time before taking action. Because introverted intuition is their dominant function, and they want to make certain of their insight, and when the insight comes to them, and then they can take bold action. But I think a lot of times what happens is people misunderstand the INTJ because for a while it looks like nothing's going on. Right? Well, it is, but it's happening in the land of abstraction. It's happening in the land of concepts and theories and philosophy and ideas. And all the while that it seems like nothing is going on in front of the curtain, the INTJ is masterminding, woodshedding behind the curtain, working on their magnum opus or their next, trailblazing system and thing that's going to change the world. I think that's confusing for a lot of people. They're like, how can someone so intelligent and so headstrong and certain of their opinions and certain of their theories and their ideas and so confident and quick-witted, how can they be not, quote, doing anything? Oh, they are. They are. But a lot of it is happening in the abstract. And they're working on blueprints and they're taking notes and schematics and all these different kinds of things before unveiling this magnum opus. These are 3 reasons that INTJs are misunderstood. These are not the only 3 reasons that INTJs are misunderstood. These are just the 3 that came to mind today. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments on this. Also, I encourage healthy debate in the comments. Please be respectful. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, check out the INTJ song, download the MBTI Intuitives album to show your support for the channel. Thank you for tuning in today, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.